Hello guys, welcome back on the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. Before we get into the video, I just want to say we done memberships on the channel. Go check that out. €1.99. You get a ton of perks. Check it out. If you want to support the channel, I would really appreciate it. A guide to BTS for haters, skeptics, and non-pop fans or non-K-pop fans. This has been recommended 4 or 5 times, right? And it's only 18 minutes, so I'm gonna check this out. Just as a disclaimer, guys, I am not a K-pop hater, but because of the recent title I have been using to leverage the algorithm in my favor, people have started recommending me this, and I'm actually inclined to do it because more information on the lads, you know what I mean? So why not? Let's just jump into it. It's not that long, and I'm definitely prone to find new information on them, and I love these kind of things, you know what I mean? So let's just jump into it.
When you see a group of cute boys who dance, who wear matching outfits, and whose most popular songs are pop.
This is by Borasti magazine, guys. Just in case you haven't, you don't know, I'm gonna post the original link in the video. Just to say that probably you guys have already seen this, but let's just jump into it.
It's logical to instantly categorize them as a boy band for young girls.
Are there any BTS fans here?
You've seen many of those and you know how it goes. So it's easy to assume that yet another boy band is just not for you, especially a K-pop boy band. Just look at their most popular music videos. They look colorful, nonsensical, and just not your style. But maybe you are curious and you just want to know what's the deal with them. Maybe you don't have the time or the real interest to watch those long introduction videos. So in the hopes that you...
Let me pause this. A long and helpful guide to BTS, 2 hours. A guide to BTS member, the Bangtan 7. This is the one that I've seen. This is the Bangtan 7. No. Have I seen the one, the Mary Taylor's guide? Is this that one? A guide to BTS members, the Bangtan 7. Yeah, that's the one that I've seen actually. An introduction to the 7 members of BTS, 29 minutes. I'm gonna have to watch that. Hold on a second. What's the other one in the corner? Who is BTS? The 7 members of Bangtan introduction. 5.5 million. Okay. Well, at this stage, I suppose I know the boys. I wouldn't want to do long format content. Okay, I'm a bit inclined to check at least the one that's 28 minutes. Even though I know the guys, I'm definitely gonna find more information on them. But anyway, let's just go with this one for now.
You go watch all of that helpful content and
what in regards to what she was saying at the beginning, I do agree with that. Depending on individual style, you will not be interested in a certain type of music or a certain type of visual pattern because of, you know, it's just optics, you know what I mean? If you're not interested in something visually first, you will not have the patience to do any kind of research. That's why marketing is that successful nowadays, this is how we are. We are creatures that are oriented visually. So I do understand when she's saying that you are being put off by aesthetics or visuals. So, you know, it is what it's easy to judge at face value, you know what I mean? People do that on a daily basis. It's not something new. I'm actually really happy that I kind of like went over that. Usually I don't, you know, because I'm like 35, so my taste in music and other bits is pretty established by this age. You know, I don't really discover new stuff, you know, I don't discover new things. I kind of like know what I want and what I like. So I'm actually happy that I kind of like went over that, you know what I mean? But that's only because of you, you know, it's only because of you. You know, the army of you guys, is because you have explained and over-explained in the comment section the deep meanings behind their songs and the symbolism and how they are associated with certain events, tragic events, some of them actually. And you've the guide that you guys recommended actually kind of like explained everything in a nutshell, and it helped me kind of like transcend, like my understanding of commercial music, because this is commercial music, and I'm not a big fan of commercial music. I always listen to underground or like less known artists. So yeah. Anyway, let's just jump into it. We're gonna talk a lot on the stream. Let's just enjoy the reaction for now. You know what I mean?
Them a real chance. Here's a very short introduction video to BTS and their 7 members. This is how I explain BTS to my friends who are not interested in them at all. So this video is made specifically for these type of audiences. But first, here's the one and only rule. You can question, but don't assume. To understand BTS, you need to unlearn a lot of rules from the Western music industry and preconceived notions you have about K-pop.
Absolutely. You see, it's a cultural thing as well, you know what I mean? I'm East European, even if you go like from East Europe to Central Europe, there's a big, massive gap. There's a big disparity between cultures. Imagine going a continent further away, I do agree with that, what she's saying. Let's go.
The answer to most of your assumptions about BTS is going to be no, you are completely wrong. So let's start now.
Let's
BTS
go.
is a South Korean male group formed since 2010, officially debuting in 2013.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
BTS stands for Bangtan Sonyeondan, which can be translated to bullet.
Okay. Did I know that? I knew that. Yeah.
Bulletproof Boy Scouts in
Yeah.
English.
No, I
Why is the abbreviation for
knew that Bulletproof Boy Scouts. I knew that. Why is it?
Bulletproof Boy Scouts so weird? Because BTS does not stand for the translation in English, so stop looking for the B, T, and S in this name. To avoid this confusion, BTS started using Beyond the Scene as an alternative name in English.
Oh,
but
really?
BTS really has always stood for Bangtan Sonyeondan.
I have no idea.
BTS is composed of 7 members, 3 rappers, 4 singers. Why are there so many members? The K-pop industry is inspired by the J-pop industry, in which music labels prepare hundreds of trainees to debut in a group. In these industries, 6, 7, 8, 9 or more members are not uncommon. Just try reducing a lineup of hundreds of trainees with a lot of potential into a small number. 7 especially, I would say, is the best number of members a group like BTS can have, because for choreography, odd numbers look better than even numbers. With 3 and 5 members, stability and dance figures are harder, and 9 or more members can look too crowded. 7 is
it's a team effect, you know what I mean? It's just enhancing, and what's the word I'm looking for? Everything is sometimes, depending on what we're talking about, numbers do make a difference, especially in dance choreographies. For example, the more people sink in a dance choreography, the more impressive that feat is in itself. It can be said the same about performances, especially if the guys are talented as these guys are. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Is perfect. So if BTS were created in the K-pop industry, they are K-pop, right? It's complicated. K-pop is not a music genre, so it's not just pop in Korean. K-pop is a music industry that produces integrated content.
Again, I want to say that the naming of it is a bit silly. They should have came up with a better name. Same way you say hip. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it really short. For many, many years, I thought hip hop is rap. Growing up as a kid, I didn't really understand that hip hop is the actual industry that involves breakdance, graffiti, rap. I thought like hip hop is the actual genre of music, but it's not. And I think this is the same way. This is kind of like the naming of it is kind of like in the same way, but I think the naming is just so bad because it has pop in it. It has a name of a genre in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, let's go.
BTS were discovered, went through auditions, and were trained for months or years under a K-pop label. But their unique circumstances allow them, inspire them, or force them to grow beyond this industry very quickly. Like the Western music industry, the K-pop industry has been ruled by 3 labels. Below them, there's medium labels, and below them, there's the labels that do not have the resources to properly debut or promote their groups. BTS's label was close to bankruptcy when they started.
It's the same with fucking everything. Excuse my language, but it's the same with everything. Big companies assimilate smaller companies or medium-sized companies, and sometimes, unfortunately, those companies, they lose their individuality. I mean, they lose their essence, you know, because it's not just, you know, I do understand why they're doing it. I do understand why medium-sized companies or small companies are excited to work with these big companies, but sometimes, man, it's just, you have to stay away from it, because first of all, you'll be under contract, you're liable, you don't have the freedom anymore, you know what I mean, to do the things that you want to do. But I do understand there's bigger pays involved, better marketing, and you know, better opportunities for the artists. But I wish, if we would live in a perfect world, I wish these small time artists, I'm not talking about them, but current artists, they would have the possibility and the funding that they deserve, that they need, you know what I mean, in order to propel themselves into greater heights, you know what I mean, financially, professionally, and personally, you know what I mean. I wish that everybody would be able to reach success without the help of a bigger company, you know what I mean. You have like fucking oil companies who are suddenly, they get ownership of a BTS, of a record label, and you know, they trying to impose. I see this happening in the gaming industry right now, with Sony trying to buy From Software. And anyway, let's go. I'm talking a lot, guys. I'm talking a lot.
Training them, and once they debuted, they didn't have the resources or connections for promotion opportunities. So BTS had to perform when other groups cancelled. BTS had to accept being mocked by bigger groups because that was the way it was. While other groups
shouldn't be like
famous songwriters and producers, BTS's label had to find a strong singer-songwriters from the very beginning. And that's why signing rappers who write their raps and who were already in the underground hip-hop scene was this K-pop label's unusual first great decision. So yes, BTS were born in the K-pop industry, but they had to find many non-K-pop alternatives because they were simply not welcome. Not by the industry, neither by other K-pop groups. These unconventional choices in K-pop, like the use of social media, SoundCloud, and presenting as more relatable, eventually made them very popular internationally with non-K-pop audiences.
Nice. Yes, that's what I want. You know what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna hear a segment with the
industry to really know.
I'm gonna tell you something. Whenever there's a music track playing, right, I'm gonna lower down the volume a bit to avoid copyright, you know what I mean?
BTS and celebrate them as theirs after BTS already went beyond their niche war.
The first and the biggest of the superstars in K-pop to come out of Seoul and reach the world are BTS.
That's why BTS being K-pop or not is still a debate. Okay, but BTS are still a boy band. Sure, you wouldn't be wrong by calling them a boy band, but again, don't assume they work like every other popular boy band you've seen. No, you shouldn't recognize them by their hairstyles because they change their looks a lot. No, their songs are not all bright pop songs about love. Those are just the ones.
Just checking my face because I was cooking something yesterday and I had like a small bit of oil jumping here on my face. It's just so damn annoying, and now I get it itches me, like it's itchy.
Mainstream radio shows and audiences are willing to play and accept, and they are very cool as well. But I'm serious, that is a very small minority of their discography. That is why no, people who actually listen to BTS are not teenagers. They are around BTS's age, most in their 20s and 30s. And no, BTS are not teenagers. Okay, but in the end, every star
anyway.
of any group wants to go solo. BTS has never seen it like that.
They look like teenagers though.
근데 1순위가 당연히 우리 멤버들도 다 그렇게 생각할 거야. 1순위는 무조건 일단 단체.
저한테 최우선 팀이고.
The BTS members started releasing solo music 2 years after their debut, and they have maintained a group career for over a decade. Some of their solo
Nice.
songs are under
That's
the name
loyalty.
BTS, others are
I love
under their
that.
own name, and others are under both. Even as solo artists, they still introduce themselves as a member of BTS.
Nice.
Jimin of BTS.
And on their BTS tours, they also perform their solo songs. Okay, but how musically diverse can a mainstream, mass-appeal, family-friendly group like this really be? To answer this, I'm going to talk about archetypes. When
Yes,
first getting
wow.
to know BTS, many try to recognize them with boy band tropes. Who is the bad boy, the cute one, the funny one, or the breakout solo?
I never thought about it like that. I'll be honest with you guys. I never thought about it like that. You can kind of like differentiate between the members because some of them have different traits, different personality traits. But I never try to label them in that kind of way. Who's this guy? Who's that guy? You know? Never. I never look at things like that. I'm never trying to compartmentalize things like that, put them in boxes, you know what I mean? It's not something I do, but I know there's a lot of people do that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but in a way you are kind of like judging at face value and trying to form yourself an opinion on kind of like superficially, like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's the case. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing.
Star. Although I don't like these labels, I understand that people who don't know them need something to associate them with. So here's one label for each of them. The rappers are J-Hope, RM, and Suga.
Yep.
RM used to stand for Rap Monster, but now it stands for Real Me, so just use RM. In Korea, last names go first. So RM is the stage name of Namjoon.
My name is Namjoon.
RM is the poet, because he is good with words. RM is the official leader,
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon K.
which does not mean he is the main guy. It means he is the spokesperson in the group.
Okay.
I'm the spokesperson. I'm gonna speak a lot. I'm sorry.
RM is very smart. He's multilingual,
マイトいますか今あなたさん踏んでる Yeah I like the camera
and the only BTS member who can speak fluent English.
Making some music together with her?
리조랑 얘기했어요. 뭐 작업 같이 할 생각 있는지.
너무 정신없어서.
Oh, so
반가워만 하고 헤어졌어.
it was so loud and crazy and hectic there.
And RM is known for his wordplay
This one.
and lyricism.
I'm gonna have to listen to a few singles from the Minute Boys, 100%.
Think of him as a rapper
Yeah, I'm not down, motherfucker, with the bullshit. Get it up, down, shoulder to the
in alternative hip-hop,
What song is this?
indie pop,
It's versatile.
R&B.
Fuck the trendsetter I'm gonna turn back the time
In which his introspective words can properly shine.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Next is Suga. Suga stands for shooting guard, one of the 5
Oh, really?
positions in basketball.
I didn't know that.
guards who shoot out.
You guys have not explained that to me.
And yes, it's because he is a basketball fan. As a
Okay.
solo artist, Suga also goes by Augustine.
I didn't think I got all these explanations in the guide that I watched last time. This is very nice.
Which is DT Suga backwards.
DT Suga.
DT stands for his hometown, Daegu town.
I knew that, yeah.
DT?
Yeah, DT.
Suga and Auguste are the stage names of Yoongi.
You can call me Auguste or Suga or Yoongi.
Yeah.
Suga's keyword is underground rapper because that is his background, and he is used to doing everything in his song. Suga is known as the main producer in BTS
Who is BTS producer?
and has received awards producing for others. Suga is not scared of calling others out in his lyrics, and his
Let's
delivery
go.
is unapologetic, aggressive, fast,
I need to listen to a lot of this. I need it.
and overall
Ciphers.
extremely dynamic.
The ciphers, yes, the ciphers. That's what I have to watch. Jesus, I completely forgot about the ciphers. I don't know if I have time to do that today, but that's gonna be next on the list, guys. I knew it. I knew I forgot something. It was in the back of my head. Cypher's boy.
The third rapper is J-Hope. J-Hope's name was inspired by his musical idol, the rapper J. Cole.
Really? J. Cole was his idol. I didn't know that. Bro, I have to listen to their song. I know they have a song together.
His real name, last name John, first name Hosok. J-Hope
Hosok.
is the street dancer because he's always been into street dancing. So his music, rap style, and even personality complement his energetic dance. Think of hip-hop, synth-pop, trap, house,
Bro, I need to listen to more of these, bro. What am I doing with my life?
and funk. J-Hope is most known for his catchy curses.
Bro, I've seen segments from 10 different songs. Seriously, like, how many songs are there? Like,
and flow switches.
let's go, let's go.
Next, we have the four singers, Jin, V, Jungkook, and Jimin. A study with Jin. Jin is the stage name or abbreviation of Seokjin.
This is the oldest,
and
yeah,
Jin's
Jin, I
keyword
think.
is sentimental or emotive. Not emotional, but emotive. Before becoming a singer, he was a theater student during university, and
Yeah,
it's his range
I knew
of
that.
emotions why he takes the main acting role in several BTS music videos. So some of his musical strengths are his tender, sorrowful, and free-spirited vocals, which show his
This hair
emotional
fits him.
range.
The one with the long hair. I think that one fits him way
Another
better.
inspiration for him is Coldplay, a band he and BTS collaborated with.
There's a lot of rock on this.
저는 이제 밴드분들 중에 콜드플레이 형님들을 되게 좋아.
Imagine going on a show and saying, I really love Coldplay, and then you collab with Coldplay. Bro, it's like, it's the equivalent of me walking to the street and, you know, like going to work and talking with a friend. Oh, you know what? One of my favorite, you know, football players is Messi. Then I get a call from Messi. Oh, you know what? You want to do one by one in the park tonight or something? That's so crazy. I know they're in the same kind of like genre, or they're in the same industry as musicians, and they're both accomplished. So featuring like this is possible. But I wonder, like, you know what I mean, if he just said it like that and then he get a call, or, you know, his manager contacted Coldplay. I don't know how that went, but it's so cool anyway.
So think of pop rock, Brit rock,
Each of them have just so much to give, like,
new wave, and ballads.
I think Jin is the only one is that guy that I never actually what's the word I'm looking at, researched, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen a bit of RM, I've seen a bit of Sugar, I've seen a bit of J-Hope, Jimin. Actually, I'm lying. I've done one track out of each except the rappers. I haven't done actually. I've done Jungkook's Just Standing Next to You. Yeah. From the rappers I've seen more. I'm gonna have to check more of Jin, Jimin, and definitely V. Also Jungkook, you know what I mean? There's just so many tracks. Each of them have so many tracks. It's crazy. Like,
Jin shines as a live band vocalist. Members of the Grammy panel described his vocals as a silver voice.
Nice.
He's best known for his strong falsetto and high notes.
왜 이렇게 진영이 형, 지민이 형이 안 입지? 그 둘이 때문에 곡이 높아지실 때 잠깐.
damn.
Next
That's
is
sick.
Jimin. Park Jimin goes by his real name Jimin, and his keyword is ethereal.
I have to watch more of the solos because again they shine on the solos, you know what I mean? I feel I don't know what it is. Maybe this is just my perception on things, and of course it differentiates from song to song. But I think that for me anyway, my perception of their songs is the rappers get more. They get a bit more. I mean, they get the, you know, like there's like 4 vocals and 3 rappers in a song of 3.5 minutes. You know what I mean? I think the you know, these 4 boys, they don't get that moment to shine, you know, as much. But that's just my opinion. Am I fucking recording? Hold on a second. I am recording. Thank God, I was just...
It's really nice to meet you. I'm Jimin.
Jimin is a contemporary dancer.
Yeah.
And his vocals have been described as delicate, sweet, and ethereal.
Well, Jimin, definitely what he sticks out for me is his voice. His voice is just so particular, you know what I mean? He has a complete... All of them have different voices, obviously, but his voice just has that extra kick to it for me.
Not only his vocals, but his personality is also sweet and cute.
Cutie, sexy, lovely. Cutie and sexy and lovely. Sexy, cutie, lovely. I'm sweet guy. Cutie, sexy, lovely, sweet guy.
And most importantly, Jimin is unapologetically pop. R&B pop, synth pop, Latin pop, and anything that showcases his singing style. And Jimin is known for his hypnotizing performances.
You can see that he's a very... What's the word I'm looking for? They said he is a former contemporary dancer. You can kind of like see that style, the class in his performances, isn't it, guys? I think he's the most fluid with his movement out of them all, you know? And of course, he can pop, lock, and all that. I've actually seen that, especially in the MMA 2019 performance. He went crazy there. But I think like he's the most suave, you know, he's the most fluid, and his presentations on what I see now, you know, he's always kind of like, he's very, very Da Vinci like, you know what I mean? Definitely he's the kind of like the most artistic one. When I say artistic, I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? Jesus, lads, I'm at a loss of words, you know, when I'm trying to describe these guys, you know what I mean? He's the most artistic. Maybe it's an overstatement saying artistic, because artistic kind of like catches a lot of aspects, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's definitely the most fluid, gracious. That's the word I'm looking for. He's definitely the most gracious with his movement.
On the complete opposite of singing styles is V. V, the stage name of Taeyeon, stands for victory.
Yeah.
Okay, victory.
And his keyword is soulful. V is a baritone. And he has a very deep, husky, and soulful voice.
Husky voice. Oh,
His
yeah.
songs are R&B, neo-soul.
I have to listen. Guys, listen to that. I'm gonna have to listen to that track. What track is that? Let me know.
And he has a very
Hold on a
deep,
second.
husky, and soulful voice.
Just now here, I want to know what's the name of that track. Listen to that.
His songs are R&B.
Gonna have to listen to that. I'm gonna get my pipe from the box. Guys, I have to let you know that my wife gave me a whiskey kit from last year for Christmas. Actually, I can make my own whiskey. I feel like I'm gonna make my own whiskey. I feel like I'm gonna pull the pipe out, put the tobacco in the pipe, have a bit of tobacco and my homemade whiskey while listening to that kind of track. I love that vibe. My soul is very old, you know, in that kind of way. I love that kind of track. I love that kind of like jazz, drag. that's just my vibe, you know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting listening to his tracks.
B, neo soul.
I like the diversity. We've seen that, that's Winter Ahead. I like the diversity that this band brings in, you know what I mean?
Indie pop, and jazz. And V, of course, loves including flutes and saxophones on his songs. V is an old soul. He loves photography,
just like
old
me.
music, and formal clothing. V is known for his warm lyrics, especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The set
No way that's his voice here. That's his voice here. Fuck off.
during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look.
It is. It is his voice, because I could tell the at the beginning, like
Especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look.
that's, you know what I mean? You can catch that a
His
bit.
warm lyrics, especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Damn.
The seventh
Okay, hold on a second. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere I go, it's begin. Huh? Close. That was close. That was close. That was close.
is Jungkook. Jungkook uses his real name. Last name is John, first name is Jungkook.
Because it's the cooking method.
I'm Jungkook-chan, Jungkook.
Jungkook is the male mainstream pop star the world is looking for but keeps denying for some reason. Jungkook is not just inspired by mainstream pop artists.
If I was a boyfriend, never let you go. We were so beautiful.
Excited to watch more solos from him.
Nothing like us, there's nothing like you and me.
His English is very good also.
I spent 10,000 hours.
He is now one of the biggest male soloists in mainstream pop. His Western collabs
I really like the way he was dressed there. So simple and so nice. Huh? Look at that. You cannot beat a pair of jeans, a shirt, and a simple tee under. Guys, you can't go wrong with the classics. Never. And of course, black. Black and gray.
his Western collabs
In the world, know my name, I'm the truth.
So if you're ready,
Got you skipping work and me. Fuck it, let's sleep in.
Okay.
and songs in English are pop perfection.
push and pull to get closer, closer.
And like the biggest pop stars,
Under the light, oh,
Jungkook is known for his great stability at singing and dancing at the same time.
Nice.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Leave your body gonna lick the sun to the moon.
Once you have associated the BTS members with their keywords, you have to
Hold on a second. Let me see again the keywords.
once you have
That's a very interesting way to kind of like break down everything. So J-Hope, street dancer, rapper who dances, dance for hip hop. Okay, street dancer. Underground rapper. Okay, Sugar, we know. Composer, the producer, unapologetic lyricist. Dynamic rapper, aggressive. He's aggressive. What are you supposed to put aggressive there? Okay. Soulful. Baritone. Okay, soulful. Mainstream. Poet. Okay, RM. Poet. I like that. Emotive. Brit rock, new wave, silver voice, high notes, emotional range. Band vocalist. Mainstream. Okay, mainstream pop. What is mainstream pop? You know what I mean? Like, bro, what is mainstream pop? I don't know if I hate, but I dislike. What is mainstream pop? Mainstream, everything is mainstream. You know, like everything that hits the TVs and the internet nowadays is mainstream. You can't say, you know, about a person that's internationally famous, you know, from 7 people, you cannot. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going on a rant on this. I'm pretty sure this is the norm. This is how they use words or anything like that. I just think for me, it's just sounds so weird. Mainstream, you know, like everything is mainstream. You know, like bro, since they invented internet, everything is mainstream. You know, like everything is accessible. You know what I mean? And especially nowadays, how you get the recommended things. Mainstream is a word to describe what? Is the word to describe like what? You know what I mean? I don't really understand the word, but then again, there's a lot of things I don't understand. Let's move on. Ethereal. Contemporary dancer, delicate, sweet. Okay, pop, hypnotizing performance. Let's go. Okay, guys, I locked that in.
Keywords, you have to forget everything I've just said because
Really?
all the BTS members are experts.
Exactly. I'm gonna forget the mainstream word because all the BTS members are experts at breaking out of their labeled boxes. Exactly. So you know what I mean.
Out of their label boxes.
Everybody's mainstream in you know what I mean. But I don't know, I don't like that word. I don't know why, but I don't like that word. Let's go.
The poet was also an underground rapper and can be very aggressive in his songs.
Exactly.
The underground rapper loves playing the acoustic guitar and the piano and singing introspective, sweet lyrics. The street dancer made an entire album with songs he performed with no choreographies. The sentimental one has a song about his love for fishing, and he is very silly as well.
Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome, Jin.
The ethereal one also shines.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that dance. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm being honest, 100 with you. I wouldn't be caught dead doing that song. I wouldn't do that song for nothing. That's just another level of goofiness that I am not willing to do.
In powerful hip-hop performances. The soulful one can also deliver aggressive and high vocals. And the mainstream one loves composing non-mainstream songs.
Let's go.
And somehow they work perfectly as a group, performing together all of the styles
They're
of
friends,
mentioned
man.
and more.
Oh, what a banger this was. Bro. It's brilliant. Oh, I've just seen this. Busan, I've just seen this just before now. I'm gonna post that. I don't know which one I'm gonna post first, but anyway, yeah. Oh, look at this! Look at the outfits. Look at it. Is that J-Hope? Hold on. Yeah, it is. Oh man, I love the clothes that they wear. Most of the time, 95% of the time, I really like how they wear. That 5% is just for RM fucking about in few videos, but we're not gonna talk about that. I was worried about the copyright, but I think the editing is just so good. It's every 5 seconds. It's not even, it's a different track, so I don't think I'm even gonna have to worry about it.
To this day, I have not found a group as dynamic, creative, risk-taking, and surprising as them. If you think they are not for you, you just have to keep looking. You won't regret it.
Exactly. I agree. I have to agree with that statement. I'm gonna have to agree with that statement. There's no fucking way, there's no chance in hell I was talking with a guy today at work, not today, yesterday actually, and I told him, he's asked me, you know, it's a guy I don't deal with every day, but I work on different building sites. So I met with this chap. He's not a chap, he's like my age, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, what are you up to these days? And I said, look, how's the YouTube channel? I said, oh, look, I started doing K-pop. And he said, how can you listen to that? And I said, Jesus, what do you know about K-pop? Oh, I don't know. I know what kind of, and I said, listen, that BTS, you know, I don't know BTS. Listen, that song that's on the radio, that's BTS, that's BTS, that's BTS. Oh yeah, oh fuck, oh they're nice, you know. But when they hear about K-pop, they're like thinking, oh, you know, like they don't even know, you know what I mean? And then of course I didn't go crazy on him explaining the members, and because I wanted to, bro, if you listen to rap, listen to the three of them, you know. They have songs in English, they have songs in Korean, they have songs in Japanese, you know. You know, like, but you know, like I said, I'm not gonna try to spoon feed everybody I meet now, so I just didn't bother, you know what I mean? But you know, people's first assumption is kind of like, they're not for me, exactly like she was saying at the beginning of the video. But yeah, man, look, they are there, I am here, so happy days, you know what I mean? And I think that's it with the video. I spoke a lot. This is 18 minutes. I think it's gonna be 40. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? I loved doing this. Thanks very much for recommending. I can't remember who recommended. I do apologize, but thanks very much whoever recommended this video. I highly appreciate you. Without you guys, I wouldn't do what I do, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's it. I hope everybody's gonna have a great week. Hope everybody's gonna have a great week. Great weekend, actually. Weekend is here, and that's it. Like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate it, you know what I mean? It would mean a lot to me. And join the channel as a member if you want to support the channel in a different way, you know what I mean? And I'll say that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great weekend, guys. Ciao.